Have you ever looked at a field of grass and thought, could that be dinner? This might sound like an unusual question, but the answer might surprise you. Yes, that lush green carpet covering our lawns, parks, and countryside holds a potential that's largely unexplored. Imagine transforming something as common as grass into a nutritious and edible product. Doesn't that sound like an innovative culinary adventure? Grass, a plant that's abundant and easy to grow, could be a sustainable and nutritious alternative to traditional cooking ingredients. This isn't just about chewing on blades of grass, though. We're talking about converting grass into something more palatable, like flour. Yes, you heard it right, grass flour. It's a concept that's been welcomed by experimental chefs and sustainable food enthusiasts alike. But how is it possible to turn grass into flour, you might ask? Well, it's all thanks to a certain enzyme. This enzyme, when introduced to grass, breaks down the plant's tough cellular structure, making it possible to mill the grass into flour. This isn't just a culinary novelty. Grass flour could have significant nutritional benefits. Grass is rich in vitamins, minerals, and fiber, elements that are essential for a well-rounded diet. By incorporating grass flour into our meals, we could potentially enhance the nutritional value of our food. Also, think about the environmental implications. Grass is a renewable resource that grows in abundance. By utilizing grass as a food source, we could make strides towards a more sustainable and environmentally friendly food system. Intriguing, isn't it? Let's delve deeper into this fascinating process. As we explore the potential of grass as an alternative food source, we'll discover how this common plant could revolutionize our kitchens and our diets. So stay tuned as we journey into the uncharted territories of culinary innovation. Grass into flour sounds like magic, doesn't it? But it's all about science. Grass, in its natural form, is not digestible for humans. The main reason for this is cellulose, a complex carbohydrate which our bodies lack the necessary enzyme to break down. But what if we could harness this untapped potential? What if we could convert grass into a usable, digestible form like flour? Well, that's where the magic of science comes in. The process begins with the harvesting of the grass. Then comes the critical step, the introduction of a special enzyme. This enzyme is the main catalyst that facilitates the transformation of the grass. It breaks down the cellulose in the grass, converting it into a form that our bodies can digest. Now, you might be wondering how this is possible. Well, it's not that different from what happens in the stomachs of ruminant animals like cows and sheep. These animals have a unique digestive system that allows them to break down grass and extract nutrients from it. They produce an enzyme in their stomachs that breaks down the cellulose in the grass, converting it into digestible sugars. In a similar fashion, our special enzyme mimics this process, breaking down the cellulose in the grass and transforming it into a form that we can use. Once the cellulose is broken down, the grass undergoes further processing. It's milled into a fine powder, essentially turning it into flour. This grass flour can then be used for cooking, just like any other flour. In a nutshell, this process takes something that was once considered inedible for humans and turns it into a viable, nutritious food source. It's an ingenious way of tapping into the vast resources that nature has to offer. And there you have it, folks. The process of converting grass into flour is a fascinating blend of science and nature. It's not about turning lead into gold, but transforming something ordinary into something extraordinary. So we're not talking alchemy here, just some simple biology. Now, you might be wondering, what is this amazing enzyme that makes it all possible? Well, let's dive in and get acquainted with our microscopic friend. This enzyme is known as cellulose, a complex protein that is specifically designed to break down cellulose, the primary component of plant cell walls. Cellulase is a bit of a super enzyme. It's not just one enzyme, but a group of enzymes working together in harmony. They're like a well-orchestrated symphony, each playing their part to transform the tough, fibrous cellulose into simpler, usable substances. This enzymatic team includes three main players: endocellulases, exocellulases, and beta-glucosidases. Each one has a specific role, breaking down the cellulose at different points and in different ways, ultimately converting it into simple sugars. But where does cellulase come from? It's not exactly something you'll find on your supermarket shelves. In nature, cellulase is produced by certain bacteria, fungi, and protozoans that thrive on plant matter. These microorganisms are like tiny chefs, using cellulase to cook up their plant-based meals. In our grass-to-flour process, we harness this natural enzyme, carefully extracting it and using it to our advantage. So how does it work in the process of turning grass into flour? Well, the cellulase is added to the grass, where it gets to work breaking down the cellulose. The enzyme acts like a pair of molecular scissors, snipping the cellulose into smaller pieces. These pieces are then further broken down into simple sugars, and it's these sugars that can be used to create flour. It's a fascinating process, one that takes something as simple as grass and transforms it into a usable, nutritional product. It's almost like magic, but it's not. It's science, and it's the power of enzymes at work. This enzyme, this cellulase, is the secret ingredient in our grass-to-flour recipe. It's what allows us to unlock the potential of grass and turn it into something completely different. It's the key that opens the door to a whole new world of possibilities. This enzyme is the secret ingredient that turns a patch of lawn into a potential bakery. Turning grass into flour is fascinating, but why would we want to do it? Well, the answer lies in the nutritional powerhouse that is grass flour. Grass flour is teeming with essential nutrients and dietary fiber. Fiber, as we know, is crucial for maintaining a healthy digestive system. It aids in regular bowel movements, helps control blood sugar levels, and can even assist in weight management by making one feel fuller for longer periods. But the benefits of grass flour don't stop at fiber. This innovative food source is also packed with vitamins and minerals. Imagine getting a dose of vitamin A, which is essential for vision and immune function, or vitamin C, which is a potent antioxidant, from your daily bread or pasta made with grass flour. Sounds incredible, doesn't it? The mineral content is equally impressive. Grass flour contains iron, which is necessary for the production of red blood cells, magnesium, which supports nerve and muscle function, and calcium, which is vital for bone health. This flour also harbors a good amount of protein. Yes, you heard it right. Protein, the building block of our muscles, skin, and hair, is also present in grass flour. This makes it a great addition to the diet of individuals looking to increase their protein intake, including vegetarians and vegans. Furthermore, grass flour is low in fat and does not contain any cholesterol. This makes it a heart-friendly choice, especially for those who are mindful of their cardiovascular health. But the benefits of grass flour extend beyond just the nutritional. By turning grass into a food source, we are tapping into a sustainable and environmentally friendly resource. Grass grows quickly, uses less water compared to traditional grain crops, and can be cultivated in a variety of climates and conditions. This means that grass flour has the potential to be a viable solution to food security issues in the future. So, you see, the question isn't really, why would we want to do it, but rather, why wouldn't we? Not only is grass flour nutritious, it's also sustainable. So, could grass flour be the food of the future? Well, let's ponder on this. Grass flour holds immense potential, mainly because it's a sustainable alternative to traditional grain flours. Think about it. Grasses are virtually everywhere, right? They're easy to grow, require less water, and are resilient to climate change. That's a significant advantage, especially considering our growing global population and the increasing strain on our food supply. Now imagine your favorite dishes, but with a green twist. Grass flour could revolutionize our kitchens, adding a new dimension to cooking and baking. Picture whipping up your favorite cookies, but this time, they're made with grass flour. Or imagine a fresh loaf of bread, baked to perfection, its dough kneaded with the earthy tones of grass. Intriguing, isn't it? But as exciting as this sounds, there are also challenges to consider. For one, the taste. While some might be open to the slightly earthy, unique flavor of grass flour, others might need some convincing. It's a hurdle, but one that can be overcome with research and culinary creativity. Another challenge lies in the process of producing grass flour. We've discussed how the enzyme plays a crucial role in breaking down the grass into a usable form. But perfecting this process on a large scale is a challenge that researchers are currently tackling. And then there's the question of nutritional content. Grass flour is rich in fiber and has a low glycemic index. However, it's not as protein-rich as some traditional flours. Research is ongoing to enhance its nutritional profile, making it a viable alternative or complement to grain flours. Despite these challenges, the potential of grass flour is undeniable. It's an innovative solution that could help us reduce our reliance on traditional grain flours, paving the way for a more sustainable and diverse culinary future. Grass flour may seem outlandish now, but who knows? In a few years, we might all be enjoying grass bread for breakfast.